way off the town center.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back with another episode of live casting here. We've got Comms here from NameSatchel in the blue playing as the Cumans, and Michaelpick here as the Magyars in the gray. So two unusual picks for these guys. But this is totally live, and we're also going to be able to hear live commentary for what's currently happening from each of them. So, not that they're necessarily going to be talking the whole time. That's my job. This is kind of interesting. Magyars, Cumans. So Cumans get the second TC in Feudal Age. Now Cumans have really good cav. I believe they get up to Hussar. Yeah, so they get up to Hussar. They get up to Paladin too as well, but they get their team bonus is I don't know why I don't have that here. I don't have their team bonus here, so I'm not going to be able to say what it is. So the point is that they can do this thing in Feudal Age, where they play double TC, but they also get rams in Feudal Age. If they build a blacksmith, it unlocks the battering ram out of the Siege Workshop in Feudal Age. So we could see something pretty unique here from Satchel here in the blue as the Cumans. Pretty standard opening from both players, looks like. Trying to look up what the Cuman's bonus is here. Cav, oh right, it's faster Cav. So 5% faster in Feudal, 10% in Castle, 15% in Imperial Age.
Ooh, this is actually cooking.
I want to say they get cheaper stables as well. So I think it's 75 wood discounting from stables and archery ranges. So that's 100 wood for those buildings, and then stronger palisade walls for the Cumans. I'm going to go ahead and look up what the Magyars bonuses are, but they're typically a cav civ. The scout cavalry line, the light cav line costs 15% less food, and what 15% was what like a sixth of 80. So like I'm not gonna try to do the math, but 15% less food. So cheaper scouts. They get the melee blacksmith upgrades for free as well, and then I think the only other thing they have is villagers kill like aggressive neutral animals with one hit, so that's not really going to be an issue for them. Pretty even so far for both players. 4 on wood for a satchel, 1 on gold, 3 on wood, and the rest on food for Michaelpick here in the gray. Going for a pretty early barracks. So, okay, so this is interesting. We might see some men-at-arms play here from the Magyar player. Michaelpick typically goes for a cav centered game or archers, but the main thing that he likes to go for is to end the game early. So for this player specifically, if the game lasts less than 20-30 minutes, he's much more favored to have won that game. But if it goes past that, he starts to fall behind some. He tends to fall behind in very late games. So his goal here, I think, is going to try to be in this early and often really isn't the right word to use there, but he is going to be up to Feudal Age about a minute and a half faster than NameSatchel. Both players solid idle TC, solid idle eco so far, so looks like a good Dark Age from both players. Very curious to see if we're going to see Men-at-Arms maybe come up from this barracks, or if the Magyar player here is going to go for archers. They do have a full archer tech tree, so that is an option. That is a route for even for late game for them. It's going to finish out the walls here, and the stable comes up. So we're going to see Cav from the gray player. Now, Satchel typically plays Vikings, right? This is one of his strongest civs. He plays Vikings and goes for a 15 or so minute Men-at-Arms rush, and just keeps the infantry coming with the, I believe it's 20% HP bonus on Viking infantry. But not playing as the Vikings, this Magyar player, you know, Michaelpick might have some issues trying to think through what he's going to go for, since he doesn't play against NameSatchel as the Kumans very often.
Oh.
NameSatchel is going to start with militia production, but he's going to lose one of those to the scout. Looks like he's just going to try to make 3 total. And scouts start coming out for Michaelpick here. So they start with foraging, which is free. Oh, this could be brutal here for NameSatchel. He's going to want to get a pike out. He's got nothing to defend with at this point. Not using his scout to defend. Free foraging on these scouts is huge because that's 150 food that the Magyar player can just spend on more scouts instead of getting that upgrade for the blacksmith. He's going to go ahead and get scale armor, so going to get the armor upgrade as well for his Cav. NameSatchel moving his scout Cav up. And here comes the spearman. So the spearman's going to be helpful to ward off any further scouts, but that scout will die in a straight up fight because the Magyar does have the upgrades for his Cav already. Villager's going to finish off that scout though, so it's gonna be a trickle here from Michaelpick. Pikeman going somewhere out there. Michaelpick not watching his scout here is going to lose that to the pikeman, and it's going to keep on trickling in these scouts. Stable coming out from NameSatchel, I believe. The Kumans get camels. Yeah, they do. So I can expect to see some camels here from NameSatchel. Magyar is dropping the market, so he has the buildings he needs to get up to Castle Age, and without any more scouts in the queue, looks like he might be looking to try to get up to Castle Age. This is 9 on gold though. When he hits 200, I'm curious to see if he's going to pull. Okay, so 7. I'm curious to see if he was just trying to get that number up to 200 as quickly as possible and move them back maybe to food. Michaelpick is going to do a really good job of harassing these villagers. They do have loom, but he's going to be able to get a lot of kills here. This is a 5-0 eco KD, so 5 villagers so far killed of NameSatchels. Interesting here, playing as the Kumans. Yes, he's losing vills. He can also keep up with losing vills if he has the food eco behind it, because he is putting a second TC down here in the feudal age. So this is the unique property of the Kumans. They're able to do this with a second TC in feudal age when you can typically only do that in Castle Age. Bloodline's going to come in. Horse Collar going to come in. It's just typical of the blue player here, going to get his eco upgrades. Always going to get his eco upgrades. Looks like we are looking for Castle Age here from Michaelpick. He's going to start floating his food. He does have quite a bit extra gold. But it does look like he's going to try to get up to Castle here. NameSatchel with his typical staple... how do I do this right? Watchtowers, his outposts. This is another thing that NameSatchel likes to do a lot, is throw down the watchtowers to get the vision, just put him around the edge of his base. Such a solid move. It's always helpful. Michaelpick here going for a very sneaky double watchtower. 1 villager, 2 towers is going to cover the gold. It's the only near gold that NameSatchel has. The other one is outside of his wood line and pretty far away, so this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt NameSatchel. Michaelpick does click up to the Castle Age. NameSatchel's trying to keep up the villager production. Seemingly, you know, to like try to catch up, right? He wants to get back up to his ideal villager numbers, but most of his villagers are on wood right now. Michaelpick looking at a really good spot here coming into the Castle Age. He's going to pick up Bloodlines and Horse Collar. NameSatchel is going to go for the Man-at-Arms. As this tower finishes, he's going to realize this gold is going to be a problem unless he does something about it, that tower. But the double tower is just brutal. It's going to be a serious problem. At this point, he'd be better off just moving. And yeah, we see the mining camp come up on the other gold. So this is the right move from NameSatchel. It's annoying, but just run away from it. Just ignore it. Act like it's not there. And even though it does force him off of that gold, there isn't a lot of pressure yet from Michaelpick, so he's going to have full access to this back gold so far. What am I saying? He's going to have full access to this back gold at this point of the game with no issues here. Town Watch coming in. Got quite a bit of gold in the bank. A sneaky stable here from Michaelpick. So he's going to be ready for probably
that was about the most
Knights.
embarrassing misclick I've ever done.
Oh no.
No, I missed it. I missed it. Not sure what he's talking about, but we may have to go back and find that at some point. Still, most of his villas on wood here from NameSatchel, but he is going to go ahead and click up to the Castle Age. As he finishes up. We might see one more drop off. One more drop off. Nice. So NameSatchel is going to click up to the Castle Age here. As Michaelpick moves up, he does have Scout Cav. And again, he gets his melee upgrades for free. So Iron Casting comes in automatically. Knights coming out from this sneaky barracks here, or a sneaky stable here from Michaelpick. If he sees these vills, he's going to be able to pick them off of this stone. This is a serious problem. Villagers just deciding to show their dominance here and denying that scout any reward,
The game
but
is glitching out.
the knights here are going to be a serious problem. Especially with only pikes, or sorry, only spearmen. More coming out in the queue, looks like, from NameSatchel. He's definitely seeing this and wants to be able to deal with it. 3 knights with melee upgrades. Yeah, that's good. That's going to be an issue. That could be a really big issue if he keeps these alive and he's able to keep pestering with them, especially if he keeps moving these towers up, covering the wood line. Could be a serious problem here for NameSatchel. 2 more barracks coming out as he gets into the Castle Age here in about 2 seconds. And the staple Scorpion is also going to come out of the Siege Workshop here from Michaelpick. So far, heavy pressure on NameSatchel. Heavy villager losses. He's not in a good spot. Another tower coming out from Michaelpick. Does he have free What's the deal with these towers? Am I missing something? Has he bought? Okay. Normally towers are 125 stone, and he's put 4 down on the field now, and I haven't noticed if he's been on stone. He has spent it all. Pikemen are now in. So even though he's taken heavy villager losses, NameSatchel does have what he needs to deal with the knights here, and there aren't quite enough scorpions, you know, to be self-sustaining. The knight production is going to keep going, but pikemen will be enough to deal with the knights. Now,
Come on.
scorpions are going to be a
Stupid
serious
computer.
issue.
Come
Michaelpick
on,
not
come on.
too happy with his computer at the moment.
Dude, I'm frozen. Please, please, please.
Looks like NameSatchel is doing a classic Age of Empires move, DDoSing his opponent's computer, causing network issues, making his computer freeze while he can continue to play the game at a normal speed. Classic move here. Brilliant strategy, to be honest with you. He needs whatever he can get at this point to get a leg up, get a foothold back in this game. Camel's going to come out. Now, this is the right answer. Camels are going to be able to deal with scorpions because they have speed, and they counter the knights. I think full-on camels here from NameSatchel, maybe some siege behind it, could be the answer here as a second stable does come out. So he definitely sees that potential. The big issue is, and I mean big glaring issue, is 49 villagers to 17 now from NameSatchel. Michaelpick has done such an excellent job of keeping his idle TC number low, keeping up the villager production. And he's floating 800 food. He's got a lot of food in the bank. He's got wood income. He's got 9 on gold. I mean, he has everything he needs to keep up this assault, or just go to Imperial if he wants to play the long game, be patient. Looks like he's going to just continue with military production. This is a brutal attack here. Michaelpick able to just play around the perimeter of NameSatchel's base, keeping him off of his crucial needed gold. Both of the needed golds. As I say that, NameSatchel's going to sneak up forward to grab this gold. Very smart move. He's got to have gold in the bank if he wants to keep up Campbell production. These are weak units. The Scorpions are absolutely brutal. Such a pain to deal with. The villager's going to go down from Michaelpick. And the light cav upgrade coming in from Michaelpick as well. So both on 2 TCs. The problem is NameSatchel just not enough food income to be able to get the villager production he needs to catch back up. Pikeman upgrade coming in for Michaelpick. Just not able to mass enough resources or units to properly deal with this push from Michaelpick here.
Sure.
There's Everett.
How's it going?
Mute him. Respectfully.
There's no way that knight survives. Okay, jeez, Louise.
The knight does go down. Looks like we might be a couple seconds behind. Not sure what the answer is here from NameSatchel. He's got to build up resources. He's got to get some kind of army going. Ideally, pressure Michaelpick's base. All he has is palisade walls. In fact, he has an opening back here.
Focusing.
Big AoE game going on.
I'm assuming they're talking to Everett at the moment.
Bet.
Okay, so camels, pikes, this is the answer. This is an answer, at least. He just needs the resources to be able to keep up with it.
That's the gayest way to play. but it's effective.
NameSatchel calling out how the strategy from Michaelpick is gay. Now, I don't know about the technicalities on that. I haven't done my studying on what exactly, what that looks like as far as an Age of Empires strategy goes, but I can't necessarily disagree with him. The problem is, if it's gay, it's working. That's not really what I meant to say. Even though it's gay, it is working. If it is gay. We're going to move on past the whole gay thing here. But Pike, Camel, Scorpion, Villagers, Scouts, Camels. This is a scrappy game so far. What I want to see here from Michaelpick is, look, you have 64 villagers. You have an insane lead. Look at your score. It's way higher. You should see that you have the upper hand here. Don't keep trickling units in. Get some siege. Wrap up the town centers. And this is an easy wrap up here from Michaelpick. But he keeps giving NameSatchel time. I mean, I say he keeps giving him time. NameSatchel's on 12, 11 villagers now. This is just this is Michaelpick's game to lose. And it's not even really worth saying that. NameSatchel just has nothing right now. He needs villagers that he doesn't have.
Dude.
Basically, going to come down.
So
I have a feeling
I
we
just don't know how
might be
you're still
seeing
alive. That's
we might be seeing a
concerning.
GG here coming in soon from NameSatchel unless he's able to pull some miracle
I mean,
out of the bag.
Define's still alive. I'm not resigning because I think that y'all would think that that is lame, and I don't want to be lame.
NameSatchel clearly not understanding the point behind resigning in this game. But you know what? We're not going to call that out.
Definitely guilty of some early resigning, but
Michaelpick needs some siege
GG.
here to wrap up the game. NameSatchel is going to call the GGs. Michaelpick, absolute dominance here. Getting out early with the
I wonder what
towers
about-
and the cav rush, just brutal. And like NameSatchel said
I
earlier,
don't
oppressive.
think-
So hard to deal with.
I mean, I don't know if I would have won or not.
Just going to mute them for a second. So hard to deal with. And when you've closed in your gold, your stone, your other gold, and then pressure on the wood line from Knights, really smart play here from Michaelpick here. Hard to deal with. And a great game here from the Magyar player in the gray.